of Serbian Pavilion at Expo 2020.
So first of all, has any of you ever been to Serbia? No? Oh, let's hope that changes after today. So we are a country of about 7 million people. We are located in Southeast Europe, and our capital city is Belgrade.
The city is home to more than 2 million people, located at the two great navigable rivers Sava and Danube. And Belgrade offers spectacular views, great nightlife, delicious food, restaurants, bars, and excellent wine for affordable prices.
And our second biggest city is Novi Sad. It is located only 1 hour drive from Belgrade to the north. It is a tech hub and also a European capital of culture for 2022. Also, when it comes to our language, we speak Serbian, which is one of the very few diagraphic languages. That means we use two different alphabets, Cyrillic and Latin, and we use them completely equally. So if you ever visit, you'll notice that some signs are in Cyrillic and some in Latin.
Okay, let's talk about why we are here at Expo 2020. So Serbia's theme is Serbia creates ideas, inspired by the past, shaping the future. Inspired by the past means celebrating Vinča culture, which is Neolithic society that lived 7,000 years ago on the ground today of Serbia. And also some of the great leaders, artists and scientists who changed the world, such as Nikola Tesla.
And the second part of the exhibition, called Shaping the Future, will tell you more about what our government is currently investing into, which is digitalization. So e-government, e-health, digital agriculture, digital education, and so on. And we just want to show you how much we as a nation are fun, open, collaborative, and most of all, very hospitable people. That's our biggest pride.
But first, the inspiration from the past. I believe that most of you live in the city. But now just imagine a time, say 7,000 years ago, when there were no cities at all, when human beings were moving place to place, hunting for food, and then they suddenly come up together one place and build first ever permanent settlement, a place called Vinča.
And think about all the things they had to figure out to be able to live as a community now. So first they had to start growing their own food. Then they had to find water, and not just for drinking, but also to maintain hygiene, because now you had a lot of people living in a small area. Then they had to learn how to build the houses that will last longer, because they're not moving constantly. Then they had to organize the transportation. They had to find a way how to bring the things they needed to themselves, and how to send away the things they wanted to trade.
Now just imagine that these questions had never been asked by human beings before. But 7,000 years ago in Serbia, in Vinča, they already come up to asking them and answering.
And they didn't only answer all these practical questions, they also invested a lot of time into artistry. So now their craftsmen had more time to perfect their skills, so they started making beautiful clothes, jewelries, figurines. They started using ceramics for the first time and copper metallurgy. Now that changed their life tremendously, and trading sparked up because now they had something valuable to trade. So we can say that Vinča was the Frankfurt airport of Neolithic Europe.
And lastly, Vinča survived 1,000 years without any conflicts.
Which means they found a way how to live peacefully for 1,000 years.
Sure. Before we go inside, let's talk about the outside. The shape of the pavilion is inspired by the houses from Vinča time, because Vinča's houses, they have peak on the roof, as we have it over here, and the blue color, if you see here, it's represent rivers in Serbia.
And over there, you'll notice the two-headed sculpture. It is also inspired by Vinča and the figurines found there on the site. It represents sharing ideas, connection between past and present, modern and traditional.
And here on the screens, you will see our 6 totems. Each of these characters will represent one of the 6 themes.
So the first lady is a sharer. She represents community.
The next guy, he is genius. He will represent technology.
Next to him is Magi. He represents education.
The next lady, she is dancer. She will represent artistry.
The big guy is the builder. He represents trade and economy.
Last lady, she is Karnikopi. She will represent food and agriculture.
And stylistically, these totems and and the videos you'll see upstairs represents what we imagine Vientiane people would look like if they lived in a futuristic society such as Dubai.
If you enter the pavilion, you will see our amazing shop, and you can buy all products from Serbia like ivar, honey, handmade chocolates, juice,
and also some handmade souvenirs. And on the left-hand side, you'll notice our traditional clothing. Nowadays, it's worn for a dance kola, our traditional dance. It is performed by dancers who form a chain, holding hands, and they dance in the circle. And traditionally, in the older times, kola would include the whole community. And the way guys would express their love to a girl, they would come and join the dance next to a girl they like. So that way they can hold her hand and they can talk to each other and get to know.
If you follow the arrows on the ground, you will get to first floor, and you will see our business area. And you can also take a picture with our beautiful handmade cushions. And also, if you put on your photo on Instagram and tag our pavilion,
you can enter a draw to win some nice prizes from our shop. And if you continue following the arrows, you'll get to the second floor, which is the main exhibition area. And the first thing you'll see there is a prehistoric man. So on the screens. So scientists managed to found a skeleton that is 10,000 years old, and they managed to extract the DNA from this skeleton. And using various technologies, they recreated to see what he actually looked like. So right now, you can read about his height, weight, the age that he died, and you can see the first version of what he looked like.
And from January, you can come back to our pavilion and interact with prehistoric man. We will put the gadget. That gadget will scan your face, and on the screens you will see how prehistoric man mimics your face. If you smile, he will smile. If you will be sad, he will be sad.
And also you'll see the full version of him with hair, beard, skin color, and everything. And if you continue following to the right, there are more screens that will tell you more about Vinča culture and modern Serbia following these 16s. And further on, you will see one very cool electric bicycle produced in Serbia. It is unique for its design, you'll see for yourself, but also because it can go 80 kilometers per hour as maximum speed, and it can cover 100 kilometers range with one charge of the battery.
And the next on the wall, you will see our main government's work, such as e-government, e-health, tourism, artificial intelligence, etc.
Below are the screens that will give you a short timeline of all the greatest inventions from great Serbian people, and some of the names you'll see there are Milutin Milankovic, Mihailo Pupin, Mileva Maric Einstein. So Einstein's wife was Serbian and she supported him a lot in his work. And then all the way up to Novak Djokovic today.
And one of the most famous names you will see here is Nikola Tesla. He's the one most important Serbian scientist.
Does anybody know what the most important invention from Tesla is? Yes, but I think electricity is maybe even more important. So he invented electricity, and thanks to him, now we have everything that we do today. He also experimented with magnetic field, with X-rays, with short-range radio signals, and so much more. We could talk about him all day, but we invite you to research more about him yourself.
Now let's talk about the future of agriculture. On the second floor, you will see one robot which is produced by Research Institute in Serbia. It's Biosense.
So this robot scans plants, takes samples of the soil, and it detects what the plant actually needs. So when we understand that, we know how to treat it properly to maximize the production, which is why we say this is our way of feeding the growing population of the planets.
And the last, you will see our VR experience. With virtual reality, you can tour museum, art gallery, and music festival exhibit.
So if you ever wondered what it feels like to be on the stage of a major music festival, or if you feel like touring an art gallery or Nikola Tesla museum, you can try any of those at our VR exhibition on the second floor. Now we invite you to tour the pavilion yourself.
Thank you a lot for your time and enjoy.